Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome to 2023, where everybody that has a YouTube channel has an opinion on what's going to happen. And Joe Perry is no exception to that. He has a lot to say about what his top predictions are in crypto. He's got 5 that he's picked out, because 5 is an easy number, I suppose. But the truth is that nobody really knows. Like, come on, like you can make the best predictions you could possibly make, but we're in uncharted territories now. And the truth is that, yeah, this is all just guesses. Not even, they're predictions, sure. It's fun to predict. It's in our nature as people to do that. I get it. I love it myself. But yeah. So Joe, he has 5 top crypto picks. This is pretty much, probably dozens and dozens of others out there who do the same thing. Kind of rally around these potential kind of crypto projects. But we'll see what happens. I've got a couple of thoughts on some of his picks, and I'll share that with you, and let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. So let's get into it.
2022 was one of the craziest years we have ever seen in cryptocurrency's history, with many altcoins going to zero, huge companies like FTX, BlockFi, and Celsius going bankrupt, and even multi-million-dollar hacks are just a few of the headlines we would all like to forget. But today is a new day. It's 2023, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you...
Pause right there. Sorry. A little weird. He talked about multi-million-dollar hacks. And then the screen showed the hex symbol. Hex so if you know what the Hex project is, it's actually the only smart contract that's still running that hasn't been hacked. So I don't know why he's talking about multi-million-dollar hacks and then showing the hex symbol like that. That's really weird. I don't know what you're doing there, Joe, but Hex never got hacked. So why are you talking about multi-million-dollar hacks and then talking about hex or showing the hex symbol at that point? That's some really weird kind of editing to do there. Not sure why he's trying to say that. Anyways, let's keep going. I hope it gets better.
What I think crypto has in store in 2023 and my top 5 cryptocurrency predictions. And if you stay with me all the way to the end of this video, I'm even going to share my top 5 altcoins for 2023 and a very special bonus you're not going to want to miss. But please understand that I'm not a financial advisor, and full disclosure, I do own some of the coins that I will be speaking about in today's video. But if you're ready to see your cryptocurrency portfolios turn back towards the upside, I need you to turn up the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and make sure to hit the notification bell and subscribe to the channel if you're new, because we post new videos every single day here with crypto. I know it's a bother to ask, but thanks again for all of your support, and let's get started. Alright, so let's dive right into my top 5 cryptocurrency predictions for 2023, why I think they are likely to occur, and how this could potentially affect your finances and financial decisions moving forward. Now, my first crypto prediction is that Bitcoin will not make a new all-time high in 2023. According to Yasser Ramid's Bitcoin halving analysis, you can see right now we are nearing the low point of the 4-year cycle. Now, no one knows if we're going to go higher or lower from this point, but from previous cycles, the all-time highs typically happen a year after the halving. As you can see in the last cycle, we have on May 4th approximately of 2020, and we didn't reach a new all-time high until April 2021. And according to this halving model prediction, you can see that we will start to recover a little bit in 2023, but not make a new all-time high until 2024 or even 2025. Now, I know a lot of people might be saying in the comments, this time is different, they're going to have regulation, everything is going to be different, Joe. How can you say that this is going to happen with some accuracy? And while the truth is, nobody knows 100% for sure. But if you look at previous cycles, Bitcoin and the entire market has basically done the same thing every single time. Of course, there's always a little bit of variance and deviance, and we are starting to see slightly longer cycles with diminishing returns. But I'm a big believer in these cycles because of the halving event, as well as the supply shock of Bitcoin coming on the market. And now more and more people know about this, and I am not one to bet against what has happened in the past, because while it may seem too obvious about what's going to happen in the future, humans' emotions do the same things over and over and over again. And this is why I do think that we will see a new all-time high for Bitcoin, but not for another couple of years. Now, my second cryptocurrency prediction for 2023 is that...
Okay, so hold it right there. Yeah. So he doesn't see us getting into all-time highs in this year for Bitcoin. That's fair. I'd say that that's on par. His reasoning being, though, of course, that the past is determining the future. Some people think that we are in different territory, which is what I've said also. And that is going to mean that Bitcoin is going to be in a different place. That's a really hard call, honestly. He's really relying on the past as being the predictor for the future in this case. And yeah, it could turn out that way. However, it doesn't mean that Bitcoin is going to be mostly sideways like he was suggesting. I think that we will see an increase over the course of the year from where we are now. But whether that's going to mean all-time highs, yeah, probably not. Nonetheless, there's a good possibility that we're going to see a decent recovery, potentially halfway through the year. This is based on some of the factors that are supposed to be happening by then. Regardless, the truth is nobody knows. And if you want to use the past to determine your future, well then you would agree with Joe. But this year, it's really up in the air as far as I'm concerned. It could go either way. So let's keep going.
Bitcoin and altcoins will start to recover. However, we may see lower prices. But ultimately, I believe the market at the end of the year will be higher than our current prices today. And according to this model, you can see we may even go down as low as $10,000, even $9,000 as an absolute low. This would be an 84% drop from the all-time high of $69,000. But I also believe that we may have already seen our bottom. No one knows for sure, but what I am seeing based on this chart and many other charts is that we are at or near a bottom, and that these could be some of the best times in history potentially to be accumulating cryptocurrency. Now, I wanted to share with you another chart called the stock to flow model. This is done by Plan B. Now, every single time we have entered into these blue accumulation zones and these green zones, these have been some of the best times to buy Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And right now you can see we are entering into the green zone. And you can also see this white line has Bitcoin recovering all the way to approximately $40,000 to $50,000 at the absolute highs in the next couple of years. Now, I don't think that this is going to happen overnight. I think it's going to trend sideways for quite some time, and there's going to be a lot that's going to be predicated on the stock market as well as the whole macro environment. This is why I do think that we could see slightly lower prices, so it's best to prepare for.
Hold right there. So yeah, so right there, he talked about how everything he said right just there was about how it's predicated on the stock the stock market and the bond market, things like this, because he's expecting that it's going to that Bitcoin is going to follow the same trajectory. And in the past, that has been the case. However, if you look at the macro scale of what happened over the course of the last few years, compared to where Bitcoin and even Ethereum is today, we're no longer trending with the stock market. The crypto industry is actually considerably up compared to the stock market. So we've already gone away from it. We've already diverged from trending with it. And that has already taken place. So to make a prediction based on that, whatever's going to happen to the stock market is going to happen to crypto is kind of, it's kind of like an old way of looking at it. The current data doesn't support that premise. I know that there's a lot of people that still believe it. Lots of people that have all kinds of superstitions in the world. So this is just another one now. If you continue to hold on to this premise, but the truth is that we've already broken away from it. Like crypto in general has broken away from that trend. We've had other factors, I believe, that have been more impactful in what's gone on lately compared to the stock market. So I disagree with Joe on this one. Those are the reasons he's giving these predictions about how we're going to go sideways. Yeah, that's just not the case. I just don't think that's the case. I think you shouldn't be paying attention to that. That's if anything, there's been more indications now that that crypto is leading the stock market, meaning that crypto is now becoming a better indicator for what's going to happen, because what's happening is after what happens in crypto happens in the stock market. It's like it's reversed now. So it's no longer the stock market leading. Just kind of interesting where we're going and where we are in this stage. So anyways, let's keep going.
situations. Currently, I have money on the side as well as money in the market, but personally, I believe it's better to be more risky when everyone is very fearful. As Warren Buffett has always said, be fearful when others are greedy, but greedy when others are fearful. Now, my third cryptocurrency prediction is that crypto is going to become even more mainstream and even more widely adopted. Now, according to Bank of America, they say regulation is key for mainstream adoption of crypto, and despite the correction in the cryptocurrency markets, the development of blockchain technology has accelerated, and this was written from a report from the bank. Now, in the last years alone, we have seen some of the biggest partnerships with cryptocurrency and brands. For example, here are the top 10 partnerships from Polygon, including DraftKings, Nothing, Stripe, Reddit, Walt Disney, Adidas, the National Football League, Starbucks, Adobe, and even Meta. And in 2021, El Salvador became the first country to make Bitcoin legal tender, requiring all businesses to accept the cryptocurrency. And if you want to get $25 absolutely free in crypto in 2023, click the links down below and join the world's fastest growing cryptocurrency app, which is crypto.com. As you may or may not know, I am an ambassador with crypto.com, but I could think of no better way than to get your 2023 started with some free crypto. Again, all you have to do is sign up and use the link below. There are no upfront charges, and while it is a referral link, crypto.com allows you to buy all cryptocurrencies at their true cost with over 250 different cryptos and with 20 different fiat currencies. Also have an amazing Visa debit card, making cryptocurrency even easier than ever before. And I think crypto.com is going to help the mainstream adoption happen in the near future and even beyond in 2023. The world is slowly but surely adopting cryptocurrency, and I think that this is going to trend and continue in 2023 and beyond. Now, my fourth cryptocurrency prediction is that we're going to see more clarity and some new regulation with cryptocurrency. Between FTX, Congress, and stablecoins, CoinDesk does believe, and their team predicts that the issues and topics will take center stage in the next 12 months. Now, the SEC and many other regulators will be working around the clock with cryptocurrency, and I do think that we will start to see some clarity in the future. Now, I am not one to get into politics or really even know exactly what these lawmakers are going to choose, but I think it is very important for you to stay up to date and understand what is coming for crypto in the near future and how this could potentially affect your investment decision. If you're involved with a lot of these risk-on altcoins, please understand that the SEC may call these securities in the future, but there has been some hope against this, as we have seen some really big news regarding.
But let's just pause right here and reflect a bit. I remember back during the last bull run, 2017, there was the same threats that came from the SEC back then about securities and regulations and things like this. And here we are in the next bull run, again, being threatened by the SEC with regulations, securities, and the same thing again. And we still don't have frameworks. The SEC is now going to court over not having a framework. It's gotten that bad. And do you think that this is going to be the year where they actually introduce something? They're not. The government doesn't move that fast. Like they're just not equipped to do that. And I'm very hesitant now. Like I know this is what everybody's been saying. Oh, because of FTX, there's going to be regulation coming down now. Oh, they're gonna nail everybody now. And yeah, late last year, I was like, okay, regulation's going to come, and that's good because that aspect of what's going to be regulated is probably what needs regulating. But that's not what we're here for. Not what the real crypto enthusiasts are here for. I'm questioning it now. I'm beginning to think this might be a psyop, to be honest. Like it's looking more like a psyop with the amount of content and the redredging of the same stuff over and over. Like, oh, we're gonna have to nail this down now. Oh, they're all gonna come after us now. Oh, and all this kind of stuff. And it's like an attempt to hold down what's happening. Like, because the more this, you want to get the monster when it's a baby. You can't take out the monster once it gets big, right? And the SEC, I think, sees that this has become a monster they may not be able to get while it's small. And so now they're buying time, maybe, it looks like. It's just a thought. That's the impression I'm getting from this, what Joe's sharing. This stuff, along with all the other stuff that came up in the last month or so of 2022. I think this might all just be a media campaign per se, to get people thinking in this way. not because something's going to happen, but to keep them from actually taking action and pouring more into crypto and actually getting further into sovereign wealth. Like that's not what the current system is designed for. that's a threat to it. So I'm beginning to question this now. I'm beginning to, for the first time, actually question the idea that we're going to see this, because it's become. I mean, they have all they have, like, we're going to be getting into the Ripple thing and everything else, and they have the current trial going on with SEC as well, and maybe something's going to happen with that, because that's been going on for a while. But as far as like the rest of the space is concerned, it seems like, yeah, it just seems like noise now. It's like a psyop, to get people thinking in that way, so that they have fear, and the fear keeps them from actually taking action. Or other companies or big institutions that are already wanting to, or were starting to pour into crypto, stopping them because the regulation come. Okay, well, wait, that happened in 2017. Here we are in 2023 now, and they're saying, oh yeah, no, there's going to be an right. So wait, yeah, so I wouldn't wait. I would, just think with your own mind, and look at what's going on and make decisions that are good for you. Don't look at what's going on around you. Make the decisions based on the principles that you stand behind, not what some regulator is going to tell you what you can and can't do, right? I think that's what they're afraid of. I think that the fact that people have this opportunity, that people have this choice, is really what's at issue. And their authority doesn't reach into that, and that is what they're trying to find ways around. So, yeah, I think it's a psyop. Let me know in the comments if you agree, or if you think that we are going to see it this year. Anyways, let's keep going.
The Ripple SEC case. One of the justices did call cryptocurrencies commodities, and according to this tweet, it looks like the Department of Justice is calling MNGO and or CRV commodities and not securities. If we see more of this happening, I think this will be massively bullish for this industry. Only time will tell. Now, my fifth and final cryptocurrency prediction is that the top 100 will dramatically shift and change in 2023 and beyond. Every single year, we have new altcoins moving around and trading positions in the top 100. I even think that we're going to see some cryptocurrency altcoins that we've never heard of start to make it into this list. Now, it's anybody's guess what is going to shuffle around and why it's going to shuffle around. And while I do think that we will see some new outliers, I do think that we will have a core of cryptocurrency stay intact. I do think Bitcoin and Ethereum will stay in their 1 and 2 respective. Anything after that is anyone's guess, in my opinion. So it's best to continue to keep up with the industry and to smash the like button, click the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, because this industry moves very quickly and you want to be able to jump on new coins before anyone else, because this is where you can make some incredible gains. If you want to learn exactly how to find these new altcoins before anyone else, because we're going to be posting new videos every single day. Now, as a bonus sixth prediction.
Okay. 5 minutes. Okay, thanks. So that prediction about how the top 100 are going to shift, that isn't a prediction. That's a given. If you've been in this space for even a few years, you would know that the whole space shifts constantly. 1 year to the next, you're going to see a complete shift in terms of who's at the top and who goes down. There are projects from a long time ago that used to be in the top 10. PeerPlays, for example, used to be one of the top 10 in coin market cap. Did you know that? It was a long time ago, but things shift. There's big coins that were way back in the day that used to be like number 3 and number 2, and now they're not even in the top 200 even, right? And it's this constant cycling that happens, and it's a given. It's not a prediction. Come on, Joe. Like, yeah, that's like handing a prediction over. It's like, oh, well, top 100 is going to shift. Yeah, of course it's going to. It always does. So it's very predictable. Honestly, it's not a prediction. Anyways, so yeah, it's just a question of which ones. Ethereum, Bitcoin, not likely going to really move much. You're probably going to see more USDs because it seems like everybody's printing US dollars out of anything now, even crypto these days. So you'll see those at the tops. But yeah, other crypto projects moving around are obviously going to happen. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that. let's get down to this last prediction, and then I think we're going to.
I believe that a new narrative will emerge, and it's going to be AI within crypto. I think this is going to be a massive narrative in 2023 and also into the future. And I do think
AI
that one
crypto.
other category is set to explode and continue to explode in the future as well. And that is going to be meme coins. Some of the meme coins that have absolutely taken everyone by surprise, like Dogecoin, as well as Shiba Inu, are in the top 20, and they weren't even in the top 100 within the last couple of years. I do think we will continue to see not only these two cryptocurrencies continue towards the upside, but other cryptocurrencies that we've never heard of that appeal to the masses that will crack the top 100 and be some hidden gems.
So the bonus prediction was that AI is going to be the new narrative with blockchain. So that's interesting because the truth is that both technologies require each other, because we've already seen with some of the AI tools that have come out, the verity of the data that is used is questionable. And the beauty of blockchain is about it's getting verification in whatever the blockchain holds. And so for an AI to be able to have that would be very important in terms of how it's able to process all the data. And yeah, so they go hand in hand already as far as like the technologies complement each other. One without the other doesn't do as well. But will that be the narrative for blockchain this year? I don't think there's going to be any narratives for blockchain this year, to be honest. I think there's going to be a lot of building. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of movement because we're in the throes of what everybody considers a bear market. And nobody wants to launch in a bear market simply because it's like trying to launch a sailboat without any wind. you don't have the wind in your sails, you're not going to take off. Instead, you're just going to kind of float, and then it's kind of lackluster. You know. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of movement as far as that. AI and blockchain, I think in the future you will see more of it. It's already been done, honestly, on a very small scale, but you're going to see more of it because AI is definitely over the next couple of years going to become a very important factor in terms of what goes on in everybody's lives. Probably not in the way that you imagine right now. It's not going to be in good ways. But regardless, don't agree with Joe on this one. I agree that there will be other coins. He has interesting input about meme coins. I think that has to do with the fact that meme coins are a little more humanized, which is something that PeerPlays is all about. They have a tendency to be more adopted because people can understand them better versus the rest of the crypto space, which is all crazy with other ideas. Regardless, I think the fact that humanizing crypto is something that's going to be important. I think that people are wanting to have better interfaces. I think that AI could play a role, but I don't think that's going to be the narrative per se. If anything, I think the most important thing is going to be about trust and verify, about being able to have verity in whatever we're taking in. And I think that that's going to grow. Whether that becomes the narrative or not, hard to tell. But we'll see. You got to think about who is writing the narrative. Is it projects that are backed by VCs, or is it projects which are coming from, the grassroots, from the community, from the ground up, that of what people really want? Because if it's coming from VCs, it's going to be about what sounds good and not necessarily about what is good for you. So that's all I'm going to do in terms of Joe's take. If you agreed or disagreed, be sure to leave a comment and be sure to like and subscribe. If you want to continue to follow us in 2023, we're going to be doing all kinds of other things this year. Very excited about what's going to be coming in 2023 for PeerPlays. So you want to be sure to follow us and get in on that because anyways, hope you have a great year and hope you have a great day. Thanks for joining us.